Okay, today is Sunday, the Focus 10th. It's Sunday morning, 9:25. The other day we had a tree fall further down, like where that brush is, past that brush or in that brush. And it came across the road and actually went to that person's property, completely blocking the road. These are the big branches that have come down. So I right away cleaned it up, put everything to the side. This was all what was in the road. And we're just gonna transfer this to the 16-foot trailer. And this is now my dump trailer, or it's not a dump trailer, but the trailer I'm going to bring to the dump. I'm gonna continuously fill it with stuff like this because I'm gonna take down a whole line of trees, small trees, mostly like sapling kind of deals, but just walking around the side because grass is soaked and I don't. But if you look in here, so this first, like from my hand here, going back, that guy's a little bit bigger than a sapling. They're all bigger than a sapling, but they're actually very tall. But this is a beautiful tree. And if you could tell, going straight up in here, you have a ton of growth here. It's beautifully rounded on one side, and this whole side is not at all because these things are blocking it from growing, and eventually all these guys will kill this thing out. Just kind of what it is. This thing's gonna go, you can see all of the dead in it. The ends are alive, but same thing. What happened here was this was a really nice tree or cluster of trees, but all the growth here killed all this, and then you just have this part that's showing, which looks fine. Zoom out. I don't know if you can see that. It looks fine. This is beautiful. It's flowering, but you can see here, just this year, this part's really started to split, and give it a good storm, it's going to come cracking and falling. So anyway, the plan is, and this wouldn't be in one shot because you have stuff that is falling on the ground, but the plan is to eliminate, whoa, got a bird in there, it scared me, all this stuff, clear that out, and we're going to use the bigger trailer for that, which kind of works out because we're now storing this stuff in there, which is way too big for the smaller trailer. I shouldn't say it's too big. I would just have to chop it up into a million pieces, and we'd have to take more trips to the dump. But here we go. Got tarp under this, so it's easy to dump for all the little stuff. And yeah, transfer time now. All right, how we doing here, guys? Got the bigger cam here in the backyard, and we're loading this a lot quicker than I thought, taking trees down, because my wife and I really love this tree right here, the mulch ring around it. It's beautiful, but we have realized that with all this growth, the backside of this tree is like, it's really round. It's like a semicircle, so to speak. So we are gonna take all these little guys down. So I've started some of them on the trailer already. Some of these guys are here, and they're pretty big. They're pretty long. Like this, from the back of that trailer, it's with the gate down, 16, the gate's 4, so that's 20 feet, plus the length of the tongue and the 1025R, you're probably looking at a 30-foot tree or more. It's probably another 32-foot tree. But I'm also making progress on stuff like this big thing. Will continue to all the way to basically where the trailer is. So that's most of it's in there now. I'm gonna keep going. Gotta keep an eye. This whole thing is me. And then one day I'd like to tie a string from all the property markers to see exactly where the property is. But keep chopping this up, getting this in the trailer, and then going from there. All right, we got an update. Keep cutting here. So I don't know if you know before, so you can't really tell a comparison, but you could see the amount of light coming in here now. This was all nothing, and you could kind of tell that by the lack of growth. There's a little bit of growth over here, but pretty much nothing there. Just like all this stuff in here, you can see it's just all leaves. There's no growth because it gets no light. So same kind of deal. Now this stuff is probably going to grow up, but this guy's very tall for my liking. He's double the first. This one's probably only 20 feet. This guy's probably 50, and I'm not really comfortable cutting that by myself. Although there's nowhere, it's not in danger of hitting anything. You can see we're a good distance from the house. I'm zoomed in. You can see how tall this is. Not zoomed in here. Anyway, I'm gonna get this thing on the. Can't even tell. Little tree. Get this thing cut away. And then I'm gonna have to watch out for all these little stumps. I mean, there's so many between that and even things that, like over here, these two are fresh. That thing is old, but that thing is old. So there's quite a few of them in here, but we're gonna continue here. I also want to talk to you about this guy right here in front of me. Ready to come down. Pretty tall, but doable. It's fine. All right. Leaning the correct way. Check out all of these. These are Atlantic blacks, extremely invasive. So I have to figure out what to use to kill all those guys off, because I don't know, I'm just hopping from one tree to another. Rather than stay confined on this tree, it's going anyway. That guy's going. These guys are all going. Get some light back in here for this thing to grow a little bit, because you could kind of see the sharp cut off where it stops growing. This one's also dropping like these. I must roll my ankle on one now. I can't find them. Biggest things though. But anyway, all right, back to work. All right, working on my own property here, as you can see. Let me see if I can just zoom this out a little bit. This thing is just completely died this year. A few, like the very ends were blooming, but now it's just completely dead. And anyway, the plan is in a year or two we're gonna put a swing set in this area anyway. So you can see string line here goes to survey marker there, and over here, and your survey marker there, and it's not pulled. I was gonna pull it string tight, but we got deer and stuff here. I'm just letting it, it's pretty straight, but I just wanted to confirm that this was on my property, which I knew it was, but just in case there's ever discrepancy, triple check that. And we're gonna take this thing down, hopefully fit it in the 10-foot here, because that's the trailer. That's, I mean, I guess technically they're both free right now, but this is the one I'd rather take to the dump. It's a lot easier for me to unload and usually they charge less, even if it's piled higher. They see this little tiny thing and they're like, oh, homeowner. But even though I guess it has signage on the back. But anyway, I take this thing down, I put this in here. If there's any other room, we'll take some of these little tiny things and add them, but I don't think there's gonna be much room. All of a sudden it got gloomy. I wanted to wash my truck in this car. It is what it is, but let me take it this way too. I gotta get gloves. Drop the keys off in the garage here. So unhook the trailer. Whenever the trailer's unhooked in the driveway, I like to leave the cone right where the point of the trailer is, just to, you know, kind of avoid somebody accidentally pulling into it, because most people just see the front end of the trailer and they forget about the tongue there. Also, did a nice edge here. Now it's not perfectly straight because this section right here is actually a little wider. We also got that done over there, but that's that. I did do a little oopsie daisies, which sucks, but I did crack my taillight, so that sucks right there, if you can see that. But had the edge of that hook caught in between and tried to close the tailgate, so that was fun. I'm gonna try and put like a little sealant on this, just so like no water and moisture gets in, and it's fine. It is what it is. You can't see it unless you're looking for it, that it's right basically on the inside. If you're looking dead on, you can't see a crack. It's right on the inside here. Can't even find it. Right there. So that's what it is. All right, let me take this thing down. We're gonna get a big tarp. Put the tarp on the inside of this trailer. Take this thing down. Tarp it up. We'll move this trailer back into position. More over here. I don't know, somewhere over here. And that way the truck can take it whenever I have a free day. And yeah. All right, quick update here. We've pretty much got everything. This is just real little stuff that could be, take like a hedge clipper or something to it. This battery just died. That's why this is still remaining. But if you come over here, this thing's pretty full. I mean, that's way higher than me. We'll try and crank it down with the tarp, but pretty much done here. Tons of light coming in through here. So this should all be grass one day. I have to debate whether I want to plant it now or later. That is not my tree, but in the winter, I'm gonna keep all this stuff, which is like which looked like it was like a Rose of Sharon kind of thing, but now poison ivy. This is not really my tree, but I think it's gonna go. And then these guys are too, but I think I might, I don't know, maybe I'll keep these. The problem is they just hang so low. I guess I could trim the low-hanging branches and leave the other branches. I just don't want this guy to start dying off. But hopefully if I give him more sun, it'll work. But on the next dump run, we're gonna take care of saplings. Well, they're bigger than saplings here, but all of these small little guys are gonna go. So we could totally get the back of this tree growing better. I don't want to plant grass. I know the fall's up, obviously the most optimum time to plant grass, but I'm not going to do that until I'm done here with bringing the tractor and the trailer and all that. So, all right, let me get something to cut the rest of this down. gonna leave the stump. I want to see if I can get a stump guy in here to give me quotes on a shit ton of stumps, and then go from there.